Hello, I'm James Matthews-Paul. I'm here at Graph Expo with the show daily team from PrintingNews.com, and I'm joined today by Robert Stabler, Senior Vice President and General Manager for the Global Graphic Communications Business Group at Xerox. I think I got that right. Robert, thanks very much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about what Xerox is focusing on at Graph Expo this year?
Absolutely, James. First, thanks for the opportunity to share with you some of the thoughts that we have from Xerox. This year at Graph is Drupa year, of course, so we have a lot of new innovations that we're showing on the booth. We've launched our Brenva press. It's our first cut sheet inkjet press in the North American market, now open for order taking. Really offers transactional direct mailers, folks in the publishing space to get new economics for digital printing. We have our Rialto press now also launched in North America. We're showing that with a dual stacker and a dynamic perfing unit. Our iGen 5 with clear toner. And we have a whole slew of workflow solutions on the booth. XMPie, campaigns on demand. So the focus really from Xerox at this show is really to demonstrate how print service providers can really drive more productivity, more automation with their digital presses, but also open up new applications, right? High value pages for them in digital printing.
And speaking about new applications, one of the printers that I particularly like is the direct-to-object printer.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem to me to fit in a way with the rest of what Xerox does. How did that machine come about?
You know, that's a great question, James. First, we are really thinking now about not only document printing, but printing on things, and packaging as an area is something that we're very, very excited about, right? It is still an industrial process. It's still principally analog. Run lengths are coming down in that area, so it's very, very ripe for digital. So we have a number of packaging solutions, and the direct-to-object printer has actually come out of a group that we have in Xerox that works on customizing innovations from core Xerox technologies. And so the folks were looking at, how they could, for gifting applications for certain clients, how we could print on sneakers, print on apparel, print on golf balls, print on the water bottles that we're printing on our booth. And they came up with the concept in conjunction with some customers. And we're showing it, and really the notion and the idea here is to get the feedback from the market to see, how it can be commercialized going forward. So we're really excited about it.
I think it's one of the most innovative printers that I've seen on the show floor, but and obviously you've got this group that is quite inventive within Xerox. How would you say that innovation is sort of embedded within the company?
Well, Xerox has a long history of innovating in this space, and our culture with our Palo Alto research facility, with our research facilities in France, in Webster, New York, in Canada, we take innovation very, very seriously. And the notion with a direct-to-object printer, normally we have a very planned program. We know exactly what we're going to do. We know the market, and we're building on new functionality that our customers have told us about. With things like direct-to-object, we're really saying, look, this is what the technology can do, and we're asking for the market to tell us, well, does this hit the sweet spot? What else would you like to see? With a view to seeing whether we're going to commercialize it really and scale it going forward.
And is that one of the aims of Xerox at this show, is to sort of have that contact point with customers?
Well, a show like this, when I come to this industry and I hear our customers talk to us and they give us feedback, they tell us, keep innovating, Xerox, keep giving us new solutions. We need to have new ideas, new concepts to go and talk to our customers about. And I have to say, in this environment, first, most of our customers are pretty bullish about the industry. They really are starting to see that print as part of the marketing mix is really established a bridgehead, particularly in this omni-channel world of really being able to cut through the clutter. And they're asking us to be able to do more, not only in documents, but on printing on different substrates, opening up new applications for digital printing.
You've mentioned that people are quite bullish in this market, and obviously you're one of us, aren't you? You're a Brit. So I'd just like to ask you because I know that you've worked in various places in the world. What would you say are the core differences between the British or European market and the American market?
Oh, First, I think this is a technology industry, so there are more similarities than there are differences. Of course, you get differences in print shop size. They tend to be bigger in the United States. You get differences in certain verticals. Direct mail is very, very strong in the United States. In some European markets, it's not so strong. I think you also, in Europe, you have more SKU proliferation because of language, right? So the tendency is in certain packaging applications, actually digital has penetrated faster than it has in the United States. But I would say on a broad level, the trends are very much the same, right? The run lengths are going down on both sides of the pond and also in Asia. The quality levels are going up for digital printing, and therefore there's a broader acceptance. And I also see that, after the financial crisis in 2008, we had a big contraction in the number of print service providers, by the way, especially in Europe. And we're now seeing that is much, much more stable, and people are really looking to invest on a go-forward basis.
That's really brilliant insight. Robert, thank you very much. I've just got one last question. If attendees walk away remembering one thing about Xerox at Graph Expo, what would it be?
Do you know, that's a really tough question to answer, James, because people come to our booth wanting different solutions for different things. But I really think that we would like our customers that come to Xerox to see us and how we try and judge ourselves every day as a partner that is going to help them to grow and to drive more high-value pages for their businesses. And that is really in the essence on everything we do on our booth, from workflow, from the direct-to-object printer, from the Brenva press, Rialto, the iGen. That is our focus, high-value pages for our customers to get that virtuous circle of profitability so we can invest and they can invest.
Robert Stabler from Xerox, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
James, really appreciate it. Thanks very much.